All right. So what's going on? We got Jim Rose here today. He's going to take us through a little bit about his experience with the RPG method so far, what he's done, what he's been able to do, accomplish, and how he's felt so far. So, Jim, just give you the floor here. Tell me a bit about yourself, what you do, where you're from. Give me the rundown on you.
All right, thanks, Ryan. So I'm Jim Rhodes. I am from Audubon, Pennsylvania. 52-year-old man, two kids that are out of the house now and on their own. So, so I met Ryan through work years ago and was following him on Facebook and Instagram and saw the RPG method. I had, over the Christmas holidays of this past year, I hit a high for myself of like 192 pounds, and I was not happy. I had the typical dad bod, hitting this stage of life where trying to change yourself is challenging. And so I had started on my own to cut back on sugars and carbs, but only made so much progress and knew I needed someone to be accountable to and also help guide me with workouts. Because if given the choice, I'm not the one that's going to hit the weights in the gym. I'd go for like the cardio stuff. And I realized that that's not going to transform my body the way I wanted it to. So,
Yep. Yeah.
And decided, you know what, this is the year I want to transform myself. Also, a lot of what Ryan recommends in terms of what to eat, how to eat, foods to avoid, oils to avoid, stuff like that. Him and I are on the same page in terms of the nutrition, the importance of sleep. That was the other thing I liked about the program. It wasn't just a diet and exercise program. I spent hours talking with Ryan about anything and everything in my life. We went through personal history. He gave me blood work, things to get done with my doctor. I was very impressed with how comprehensive the plan was and have no regrets about making the investment in myself to transform this dad bod into something I'm proud of. You know, I do have a boat down the Chesapeake, so not that I was ever afraid to take my shirt off, but now people are like, wow, what did you do? There's such a difference.
Yeah, no, made a massive leap since coming on. You've been absolutely crushing it. Take me through a bit like how you were like feeling, like just physically, mentally, like before we started all of this. Like how was that kind of going?
Yeah, so there'd be times where I just had no motivation to do anything workout wise. And in those times, I also found myself slipping away in terms of I'd be, parked in front of the TV set at night, snacking on chips and stuff that's not good for you. Usually have a adult beverage to go along with that stuff. And so that just accumulates calories and just, backtracks my progress. Terms of the weight loss and also, the look of the body and so forth. So now I feel, like I said to you, Ryan, I just need that kick in the ass just to have somebody be like, yo, what are you doing? You get back on.
Yeah, no, and you've done incredibly well with that. So take me through like what you've kind of achieved since coming on to this. Obviously that little kick in the ass has done quite a bit, huh?
When I signed on with you, I was down around 170 on my own, but since then I'm closer to 150. When I take my shirt off and take my profile pics for status pictures, I can see the muscle development in my body. I've dropped several pant sizes, so I'm happy to have to go out and buy new clothes because all the other stuff that I have is way too big. Like I said, people will stop me that I know I've known for years, and they're like, what do you do? They're like, you've lost so much weight. And so I'm just like, hey, I just signed up with Ryan Gilmore and And, if you stick with it, because, you and I are, even though we know each other, this is all virtual. So
Hmm.
it's what you can do if you just, stick to the plan and follow the process.
Yeah. Yeah. It's simple, but not easy, right? Like it's not like a challenge. It's challenging, but it's not like a very like intricate, difficult process. Just gotta stick with it and, ride it out. And then this is what happens, right? So beautiful. How are you kind of like feeling now compared to like before? Obviously, you kind of mentioned like, people are asking like, oh my God, like what did you do? Like, how do you feel walking around now, like energy wise, everything like that?
I've got energy. Um, what part of the plan also involved the sleep study, and I learned my sleep type, and that I don't actually need 8+ hours of sleep a day. I need about 7.5.
Hmm.
I'm sleeping now than I have for probably 20, 30 years. I'm pretty sure I've stopped snoring.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm at the point now where I just naturally wake up the same time every day. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't even need an alarm clock anymore. I wake up, I'm refreshed, I've got energy. I used to be a huge coffee drinker, and with that, I also used to do like creamers and flavored creamers.
Hmm.
I'm off dairy altogether, which was a personal choice, but also I just realized like it's not for me.
Hmm.
And all these changes are cumulative, and the quality of life improvement is amazing.
Hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say you like just the energy you bring to calls now, like when we sit down is like so much different than before. Like you can tell that you just like feel and like look just better and like you're like you carry that through you. It's amazing. So what was kind of like I know you mentioned like the sleep studies, stuff like that. What was kind of like your favorite part of the process or like the way that I do things that, you've done so far?
I think the weekly status calls with the group, and the fact we've got a Facebook group going, and we'll share meals or personal successes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Guy that was recognized at work for doing a really great job on a service call.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's all great motivational stuff, and these, we're all throughout the country again, but it's just bringing
Hmm.
together a group of guys with a like mindset and similar goals to help each other out. And I've made a few new friends on Facebook with them, and it's
Hmm.
great to follow them and see what they're doing in their lives. And so that aspect really helps to keep me on track. At a support network to reach out to if I feel like I need it for, you know,
Hmm.
inspiration or having a down day or whatever.
Hmm.
It's temporary. So
Awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad that you guys all have each other to bounce off of and feed off of each other. It's been so great watching all you guys just freaking go at it and everything. So, hell yeah. So, last thing, so what would you kind of say to somebody who's maybe thinking about signing up, maybe they're not entirely sure, they're kind of sitting on the fence? What would you say to someone who's in that kind of position right now?
I would say definitely do it. Tomorrow is not guaranteed for anybody. So live your true life, and, you know, kick yourself in the ass and just invest in yourself, and you will not regret it whatsoever.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. Nothing's guaranteed. Take advantage of every day you got. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Jim. Anything else you want to throw in before I let you enjoy your day?
The other part that I love is that I didn't have to go out and rejoin a gym. I'm still working from
True.
home. And so the other great part of the process, I have workout equipment here. I have a Bowflex, I've got free weights,
Hmm.
and it's amazing what you can do with just that limited equipment and see results if you
Yeah.
just stick to your workouts,
Hmm.
follow the process.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been able to do all of this from the comfort of your home. Never had
Right.
to leave. So beautiful, Jim. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time for this and looking forward to seeing everything else you accomplish in here. You're freaking crushing it, my man. So, all right. Well, that's all I got for you. So I'm going to end this recording.